The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We've got Miami and Athens. You take a look at Athens. In a 7-game series, they have the home crowd advantage. You can feel it in the air, guys. But will they be able to start the series with the win?
And they're ready to go. I mean, as we can hear so often, their fans, this can be an intimidating building to play in when the crowd is this charged up. That alone gives them a huge leg up.
That's why you grind so hard during the regular season, to get this payoff, home court advantage. And that's exactly what they've worked for.
So here's Miami's starting group. Dang and Bosch, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. Now here's Dragic. Whiteside with it. Back to Dragic. The layup off target.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Wasted no time on that one. The Magician's got his first 2 points.
That's a terrific set that they just ran.
Outside Dragic. Whiteside a screen. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Heat shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Here's Dragic. Inside. Floats one up. Second shot opportunity. Whiteside, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Dang passes to Wade. They get the rebound.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And the basket good. Wade's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
Here's the Magician. Soft touch off the glass.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Dragic dishes to Wade. No good. So Athens will take it the other way. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Athens shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Both good from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Heat shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Dragic kicks to Wade. Bosch the screen. Wade outside. Feeds to Bosch. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
We talked about the importance of stealing a game on the road. The coach said they want to come out and set the tone early in this game. He said, quote, if we can come out and take this first game, all of a sudden we're in control of the series.
All right, Doris. And it's the Heat with the ball. Athens getting their last shot to go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Athens leading by 4. Shot, high post. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat.
He has to miss one of those once in a while.
The general passes to the professor, and he gets it to go.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Catching up on changes for Athens. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for the Magician. Flash comes in for the Kid. And the Great subbed in for the Professor.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Passes it to the Prophet. It's deflected. It's stolen by Stoudemire. There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Chalmers makes good on the step back jumper.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
To the middle, stolen by Bosch. They push it up, 4-on-3. Here's Green, and he gets it to go. Green's got 5 points so far.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead. I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Here's the general, and it's sent back by Bosch. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And so Chalmers nails both of them. Five seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the Prophet. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Chalmers, Stoudemire out there with Chris Bosch. Then it's Winslow, and it's Green in at the 2-guard spot.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now, here's Green. 5 points in the game.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Here's Chalmers. He's got 6. Over to the wing. There's Winslow. That's tipped. Here we go, all alone. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And Athens with some changes. The Magician comes in for the General. And the Professor subbed in for Flash. And then for Miami, who all dang is checked in for Bosch. And it's Dragic in for Mario Chalmers. Here's Stoudemire. That's good. Stoudemire's got his first points in this one.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Pass to the Professor. And the rejection by Stoudemire. Out left to the wing. Winslow wide open. He fires. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from the Prophet.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Dragic kicks to Winslow. Back to Dragic. Inside, Stoudemire. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
The Kid, he's checked in for Athens. And then for Miami, Whiteside comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Winslow. 18 feet out, and that's good for 2. 8 points for the Magician. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Dragic kicks to Wade. Ripped away. 3 on 3. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from the Prophet.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
The drive by Green. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. The Magician passes to the Professor. Here's the Magician. Again, Evans.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Timeout call.
Course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
The grades checked in for the chosen one. Now here's Green. He has 5. And a big-time jam right there.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's the Professor. But they'll get another chance. He hits it from 9. The kids got the game tied up here for Athens.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Number 5 is Hassan Whiteside.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. Shoots from 14, and it's Miami with another.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's the Prophet, and it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. And Athens with some changes. The generally's checked in for the Magician. And Flash is subbed in for the Prophet. And Miami with a change here, too. Chalmers is checked in. Good on the shot. 6 points for the General.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
51 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Flash. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And now Athens on the break. Here's the General. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end.
It's all tied up.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this completely jam-packed arena, we are glad to have you with us. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out Athens. They've hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now,
and we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. A fantastic game from the Magician in this one.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
We've got the magician, get out there with the general, then it's the prophet, and it's the professor in at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Here's the prophet. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. The prophet's got 4 this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now here's Dragic. Defense is right there. And another basket for Miami. And a minute played as the second half gets going. The pass to the kid. It's deflected. Unloads from 13. Again, Evans.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Outside Dragic. Down low. Right side. Shot is off. So Athens will take it the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Right side missing again.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Timeout call for the Heat.
And the Heat call time here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The chosen one, he's checked in for the kid. And then for Miami, Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Green in for Dwayne Wade. Dishes it to Bosch. The jump hook. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Bosch has got 10 points. For Athens, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Here's the prophet. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Passes it to the professor. Baseline jumper. And it's Miami with the rebound. Winslow dishes to Green. And that is good. Green's got the game tied up here for Miami.
Justice Winston. Athens calls timeout.
And Athens calls time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Bosch is checked in for
Ladies
Athens.
and gentlemen, once again, team dancers.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for Athens. To the inside, and it's Stoudemire with the jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
For the lead, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got 11.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Here's the professor. And Winslow pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The drive by Green. Stoudemire. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The greats checked in for the chosen one. And Miami with a change here, too. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. For Athens, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And there's Green on the assist by Chalmers. Green's got 13.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
That's good. That's 7 points for the professor.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Athens trails by 4. The pass to the general, stolen by Winslow. Now, here's Chalmers. D right on him. Here's Bosch. Count the bucket. Bosch has got 8 here in the quarter. Here's the professor. And that's not going to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference. Semifinals. Miami leading by 6. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Chalmers runs the point with Wade to his side. Dang and Bosch are small and power forwards. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. Athens shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Here's the kid, and Whiteside sends it back. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time. Chalmers has got 4 assists now tonight. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Good. And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Bosch can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And stolen by Whiteside. And again, Miami running the court in transition. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
And it's Whiteside with the rebound. The Heat leading by 8. And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
Inside like that.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Athens coach address his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Catching up on changes for Athens. Champs checked in for Mr. Perfect. And it's the Magician in for the Great. Here's the Magician. Drills the three-pointer.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Bosch. It's hauled in by Athens. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. And the first one drops.
Check out the game for the professor. He's got 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Rockets the pass to Dan. For 3. That's good. And the Heat lead by 10.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
And it's good off the back rim and in.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Bosch. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Back to Dragic. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The general is checked in for Athens. The Prophet comes in for Flash. And so he hits both. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's the Professor. Another three for Athens.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
They set the pick. Here's Bosch, and there's the call on Bosch. That is his first foul of the game. Athens trails by 7.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
And that one's good.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
Wade kicks to Whiteside. And there's the feed to Dragic. Got a piece of it. And now Athens on the break. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
We could have been looking at a two-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now nerves and tightness become a factor.
And it's becoming a battle of will right now. This is as good a game as we could have hoped for.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
3-on-3. Here's Wade. Count it.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
We got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The Professor. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Now, here's Dragic. Tight defense on him. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Athens calls time here. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up to them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg, but the foul has to come immediately after that.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
And Athens calls time here. They're behind by 3. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. And Athens calls time here. They're losing by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
A 3-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here. You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Wade outside. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And it's Athens to start out. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at Athens. We've got the professor. The general is out there with Flash. Then it's the magician. And it's the prophet in at the 1 spot.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And here we go with Dang running it up the floor. That's good. And that's 13 points for Goran Dragic.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Kept alive. The general passes to the prophet. Again, Athens.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
No good from Wade. For Athens, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Flash misses.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Here's the prophet. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for the prophet. He's got 16 points and 6 assists. He's passing the ball so well right now and is really focused at the charity stripe, too.
And, Clark, you can just see him oozing with confidence right now.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Here's Wade. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Sweet move. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin. Just what the doctor prescribed. The hoop and the harm, and he makes good on the free throw.
Pass to Flash. They set the pick. Fires from deep. The general. It's good on the putback. The general's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And it's denied. There's the professor. count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you never know. That technical may just springboard them. I mean, especially if they can add a few more points here on this possession.
It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Man, it's frightening when Bosch starts to heat up like this.
Here's the general. Count it.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in overtime. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. No good from Bosch. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. The kid, he's checked in for half of the shots. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. A dent, maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
Wade outside. Takes the 3. No good. And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
So Athens wins it. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0. He gave them the energy and effort they needed. Huge performance, and what a time to do it.
Player having a better night.
And that'll signal the end of our NBA postseason coverage of round